What if you could live forever? Would you choose to do so? The concept of immortality has been intertwined with the human psyche for as long as we can remember. It's been the subject of our myths, the cornerstone of our religions, and the tantalizing mystery in our science fiction. The idea of living forever, of escaping the inevitability of time and decay, has been both a dream and a nightmare. Today, immortality is no longer just the stuff of legends and speculative fiction. It's an idea that's gradually making its way from the realm of impossibility into the sphere of scientific inquiry and technological innovation. We are witnessing an era where advancements in fields like genetics, robotics, and nanotechnology are beginning to challenge our traditional understanding of life and death. Take, for instance, the notion of nanobots, minuscule machines capable of repairing our bodies at the cellular level, potentially making us immune to diseases and aging. Or consider the idea of uploading our consciousness into a digital form, thus achieving a form of eternal life. These are not mere fantasies, but concepts that scientists and futurists are actively exploring and working towards. However, the journey towards immortality is not without its hurdles. The complexity of the human body, the ethical considerations, and the philosophical implications of living forever are all aspects that need to be addressed. The question of immortality is not just about whether we can achieve it, but also about whether we should. As we stand on the cusp of potentially revolutionary breakthroughs, we find ourselves faced with an intriguing question. Are we on the verge of unlocking the secret to eternal life? In the next few minutes, we'll delve deeper into this fascinating topic, exploring the concept of immortality, the advancements bringing us closer to it, and the challenges we may encounter along the way. Let's dive into this fascinating topic. Immortality, in simple terms, means living forever. But let's delve a bit deeper. Immortality is a concept often associated with mythology, religion, and science fiction. Yet, it's a concept that's being taken seriously in scientific and technological circles today. When we talk about immortality, we're not just talking about one thing. There are two main types that futurists often discuss. The first is biological immortality, which involves the human body living forever. Think of it as an eternal life where aging and diseases are either non-existent or reversible. Imagine your cells continually renewing themselves, your body healing from injuries or illnesses at an unprecedented speed, or even stopping the aging process altogether. Then there's digital immortality, a completely different ballgame. This involves transferring human consciousness into a non-biological medium. Sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie, right? It's the idea of preserving the mind, the personality, the essence of a person, and allowing it to exist independently of the physical body. In this scenario, our consciousness would live on in a digital environment, free from the limitations and frailties of our biological bodies. We're talking about a world where your thoughts, memories, and even your personality could be uploaded onto a computer or the internet. These ideas may seem like they're straight out of a science fiction novel, but believe it or not, they are subjects of serious study and speculation in the fields of biology, computer science, and robotics. Advances in technology are continually pushing the boundaries of what we once thought was possible. While both concepts seem far-fetched, some futurists believe we're closer than we might think. Science and technology have made leaps and bounds in the last century alone. And now, we're venturing into the realm of what was once considered pure science fiction. The potential for human immortality, once the stuff of mythology and fantasy, is now being seriously considered, thanks to advancements in genetics, robotics, and nanotechnology. Let's start with genetics. Our understanding of the human genome has grown exponentially since the completion of the Human Genome Project in 2003. We've learned how to manipulate genes, to switch them on and off, to correct mutations that lead to disease. Scientists are even exploring the possibility of using gene therapy to slow down or even reverse the aging process. Imagine a world where a simple injection could add years, maybe even decades, to your life. Next, let's talk about robotics. No, we're not talking about humanoid robots or artificial intelligence, at least not yet. We're talking about nanobots, tiny robots that can navigate our bodies at a cellular level. These microscopic machines, could be programmed to repair damaged cells, to clear blockages in our arteries, to destroy cancerous cells before they can multiply. They could make us immune to diseases and aging, potentially extending our lifespan significantly. And finally, nanotechnology. This is the science of the incredibly small, working with particles that are thousands of times thinner than a human hair. Nanotechnology could be used to create new materials, to increase the efficiency of energy production, to improve the quality of our food and water. But perhaps the most exciting application of nanotechnology is in the field of medicine. Imagine nanomachines, smaller than a single cell, repairing damage at a molecular level, preventing disease before it even starts. But the advancements don't stop there. Futurist Ray Kurzweil suggests the idea of uploading our consciousness into a digital form. This concept, known as mind uploading or whole brain emulation, involves scanning a person's brain in detail and copying their consciousness into a non-biological medium. Essentially, it's the idea of living forever as a digital entity. Of course, all of these ideas are still in the realm of theoretical possibility. We're not quite there yet, but the pace of scientific and technological advancement is accelerating. What seems like a distant dream today could be a reality in just a few decades. These advancements in technology may seem like science fiction, but they are under serious study and development. The future is closer than we think, and it's going to be fascinating to see where these advancements will take us. Futurist Ray Kurzweil has made some bold predictions about our immortal future. And when we say bold, we're talking about the kind of predictions that make you sit up in your chair and wonder, could this really happen? Kurzweil suggests that by the year 2030, humans may achieve immortality. Yes, you heard that right. Immortality, as in living forever. His theory is rooted in the advancements in genetics, robotics, and nanotechnology. He believes that nanobots, minuscule robots with the capability to repair our bodies at a cellular level, will make us immune to diseases and aging. Now, you might be thinking, that's a bit far-fetched, isn't it? But before you dismiss it entirely, consider Kurzweil's track record. This is the same man who accurately predicted the growth of the internet and the shift to wireless technology long before they became realities. So, while his predictions may seem like something out of a sci-fi movie, they're grounded in a history of accurate foresight. But Kurzweil doesn't stop at immortality. He also postulates that humans will be able to upload their consciousness into a digital form. This means that even if our physical bodies cease to exist, our minds, our thoughts, our very essence could live on, achieving a sort of digital eternal life. Imagine a world where death becomes an obsolete concept, where the mind continues to exist and evolve beyond the biological limitations of the human body. And what about the singularity, the moment when machine intelligence surpasses human intelligence? Well, Kurzweil predicts that this will occur by the year 2045. It's a future where artificial intelligence doesn't just assist us, but outpaces us, potentially opening up a whole new era of technological advancement and societal evolution. These predictions, while exciting, are also daunting. The implications of such a future are vast and complex, raising questions about what it means to be human and how we navigate a world where mortality is no longer a given. Kurzweil's predictions are certainly thought-provoking, but are they realistic? As we look forward to the future, it's important to approach these ideas with both open minds and healthy skepticism. After all, the future is a realm of infinite possibilities. The path to immortality is not without its obstacles and ethical quandaries. Our journey towards immortality is fraught with challenges, both technical and philosophical. One of the major hurdles is the sheer complexity of the human body. We are not simple organisms like the Hydra, a creature that can live indefinitely. Our bodies are intricate and delicate systems, a dance of billions of cells constantly engaging in a complex ballet of life and death. Harnessing that dance, controlling it without disrupting the balance, is a task of monumental proportions. Then, there's the eventual end of the universe. Even if we manage to extend our lives indefinitely, we cannot escape the fact that everything, including the universe itself, has an expiration date. This raises the question of whether immortality, in the truest sense of the word, is even feasible. the challenges do not stop at the technical. Achieving immortality brings with it a host of philosophical and ethical dilemmas. What is the value of life when it can be extended indefinitely? What happens to our perception of death when it becomes a choice rather than an inevitability? Would immortality make life more valuable, or would it strip away the urgency and vibrancy that comes with our finite existence? Next, we must grapple with the potential societal implications. If immortality becomes a reality, who gets to live forever? Will this technology be accessible to everyone, or will it become another resource that deepens the divide between the haves and the have-nots? Could immortality exacerbate issues of overpopulation, straining our resources and threatening our planet's health? Then there's the question of consciousness. If we upload our minds to a digital platform, what happens to our sense of self? Are we still us, or do we become something else entirely? And if we do change, what ethical considerations come into play when we alter the very essence of what it means to be human? These are not easy questions to answer, and they demand careful thought and consideration. We must tread carefully as we venture into this brave new world of potential immortality. It's not enough to chase after eternal life. We must also consider the implications of our pursuit, the potential repercussions, and the ethical boundaries we may be crossing. While the possibility of immortality is exciting, it's essential to consider these challenges and ethical considerations. We've covered a lot of ground today, so let's summarize. We began our exploration with the intriguing question of immortality, a concept as alluring as it is elusive. This idea, often confined to the realm of mythology and science fiction, is becoming increasingly plausible in the face of rapid advancements in technology. We delved into the revolutionary strides being made in genetics, robotics, and nanotechnology. The prospect of nanobots repairing our bodies at a cellular level, potentially rendering us immune to diseases and aging, is a tantalizing one. And then there's the concept of uploading consciousness into a digital form, a path to eternal life that seems like a plot straight out of a futuristic novel. We also considered the predictions of futurists like Ray Kurzweil, who boldly suggests we may achieve immortality as soon as the year 2030. His track record of accurate predictions, including the growth of the internet and the shift to wireless technology, certainly lends weight to this audacious forecast. However, we also recognize the significant challenges and ethical considerations that come with the pursuit of immortality. Even if we overcome the biological hurdles, immortality isn't guaranteed. We remain vulnerable to accidents and environmental events. Not to mention, there's the philosophical conundrum and potential societal impact of eternal life. Looking ahead, we find ourselves on the precipice of an era where the singularity may occur, the point where artificial intelligence surpasses human intelligence. This could open up previously unthinkable avenues towards immortality. Whether these predictions will come to pass remains to be seen. It's an uncertain, complex, and exciting road ahead. Whether we're on the brink of immortality or centuries away from it, one thing is certain: the journey towards understanding and potentially achieving eternal life is a fascinating one.